Harcourt Teaching Hospital whenever the medication is required. Reacting to the situation, the chairman of the Nigerian Medical Association River State Chapter, Dr. Tamunokuro Diamond, said the most practical solution to the challenge of antivenom availability, especially in the absence of reliable power supply, is the establishment of designated centers strictly for storing the medication. He told correspondent Martha Okere that patients can then be referred to such centers whenever the need arises.
The antivenom is thermosensitive, so it needs to be preserved in a temperature that keeps it at the highest potent level ever. And because they are not common, sometimes when you store it, after a while it will expire and is not used, I think that the best solution is to have some centers where we can store this antivenom, where patients can be referred to immediately those bites happen so that they can have access to them.
Dr. Diamond also advised residents to take preventive measures against snake bites by being mindful of their surroundings. He added that one of the responsibilities of the NMA this year is to reach out to communities, particularly in rural areas, to sensitize residents on basic first aid measures. He also called for the training of health workers across various communities in the state.
Prevention is always the key. So we all have, and this year already I mapped another 5 local areas to visit. We aim to educate them on common diseases that we see in the health facilities, and to let them know what steps they can take before they get to hospital, and to also let them know hospitals are nearest to them, closest to them, for them to access health facilities. But beyond that, I think that we should also have some more training, for health workers. So we are doing some more, and then I'm going to be on deck, including community leaders, to see how we can improve on that.
Well, as you may know, the Senate has called on the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare to make the stocking of essential antidotes a mandatory requirement for the licensing, registration, and renewal of accreditation of private hospitals. It also wants the ministry to ensure adequate budgetary provisions and efficient supply mechanisms for public hospitals across Nigeria. Well, in business now, the Petroleum Product Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria has criticized the NNPCL Group CEO Bayo Ojulari over his comment about the Port Harcourt refinery. Petron asked the NNPC executive not to use the failure of the state-owned asset as a basis for praising the Dangote refinery. On Wednesday, Ojulari asked Nigerians to thank God for the Dangote refinery, saying it provided a breathing space when state-owned refineries were shut down. Now, he also said the Port Harcourt plant was incurring monumental losses, which led to the facility's closure. But in a statement, the National Public Relations Officer of Petro1, Joseph Obele, faulted Ojulari's comment. He said private investment cannot replace the constitutional and economic obligation of the government to efficiently manage public assets. According to Obele, Dangote Refinery is a private investment driven by profit and efficiency, while NNPC, on the other hand, holds national asset in trust for Nigerians. He said one cannot be used as an excuse for the failure of the other. Well, in entertainment now, popular American streamer Kai Cenat has met with the school children benefiting from his education project, the Makoko Children's School and Orphanage Home in Lagos. In sports, Stanley Nwabali has left Chippa United of South Africa after 4 years with the club. The club announced the Super Eagles goalkeeper's exit in a statement on Thursday.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
The US and Iran have agreed to meet in Oman on Friday to talk. The two countries are not in agreement on what to discuss. America wants Iran to talk about its missiles, but Iran says it will only talk about its nuclear program. The meeting is happening at a tense time when the US is sending more soldiers and weapons to the Middle East. Many countries in the region are worried that fighting could start and spread to many places. Well, on the news this afternoon, you heard Governor Simlai Fubara has assured Rivers people of focus amid political tension. You also heard that the Senate has passed the Electoral Act Amendment Bill and has retained the electronic transfer of result. We also told you that President Tinubu has deployed troops to Kwara after a deadly terrorist attack. A visit to health facilities in Port Harcourt has shown that they do not have snake bite antivenom. On the foreign scene, US and Iran have agreed to Friday talks in Oman. The news was edited by Martha Okere. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I am Ifechukwu Muonyili. Many thanks for listening.